Hi YouTube, Melissa here from Lovable Loops. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to crochet the surface slip stitch. This is the technique I used on top of my Valentine's Day heart pillow pattern. I used it to write the letters XOXO and the word love onto the top of the pillows. So I think this technique is a great skill to have, and it's a lot of fun to do. Be patient with yourself. It does take a few tries to get the hang of it, but you will. So I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful. Thanks. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to surface slip stitch onto a piece of crochet work. So as an example here, I designed this heart pillow. The pattern is available for free on my blog. I'll link to it below. And I did the lettering, the XOXO, in surface slip stitch. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. Just to note that this sample here I made in half double crochet just because it was quicker. But I think that this surface slip stitch looks better over single crochet, but you really can do it over anything. Okay, and there's many different things that you can do this for. You can do it to create letters, shapes. You can do it as a border to add some color, rows of color. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your yarn, whatever color yarn you want your the surface slip stitches to be in, and create a slip knot, okay? Normally I would make this on my hook, but I'm making it on my finger. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to determine which is going to be the right side and the wrong side of my work. So this is going to be the right side. So here's the first step. Determine where you want to start. So I'm going to start here and just work my way up. And insert your hook from the right side of your work to the wrong side. Just like that, okay? Now my hook is on the wrong side. So this is the right side, wrong side, okay? You are going to put that slip stitch onto that hook. Put it on, go ahead and tighten, and then you are going to pull that slip knot through to the right side. And go ahead and pull your yarn up onto your hook. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to be working up straight this way. So I'm going to insert my hook into a next spot here. So here's a good spot. And then I'm going to, so here's the right side. Again, my hook I put through to the wrong side, and then I'm going to grab that working yarn, put it onto my hook, and pull it back through to the right side. Now I have two loops on my hook, and just like a regular slip stitch, you are going to pull that yarn that you just pulled through, you're going to pull that through the first loop on your hook. Just like that. Okay, you can go ahead and tighten that yarn tail there. So now again, I'm going to insert my hook from the right side through to the wrong side. And then on the wrong side, I will loop that yarn onto my hook, pull it back through, and then I will pull it through that loop that's already on my hook. Just like that. Okay, move to the next spot, insert your hook, pull the yarn back through to the right side. Insert your hook, add your yarn, pull it right back through to the right side. And you just keep doing that. Now this I'm working just in a straight line, but I can show you how you can adapt this to make a shape, maybe a heart. Maybe I'll do a heart. Let's see here. So you just continue. You insert your hook from the right side to the wrong side, pull your yarn through, and then pull it through that loop that's already on your hook. If you decided that you wanted these to be a little smaller or a little tighter, you could always go down a size in a hook. I'm actually using an I 5.5 millimeter. Okay, so you could, you know, this would be great like maybe on a blanket or whatever, like on a hat, just to add some colored stripes around the top. That would be nice. All right, so you go ahead and remove that yarn, and I'm going to show you now how to maybe do a shape like a heart. So I'm going to go ahead, and I still have that slip knot on my hook. So I'm going to insert my hook from the right side to the wrong side. So I'm going to start here at the bottom. Put that slip knot onto your hook, pull it through to the front. Okay, and now rather than working in a straight row, I want to start going up at an angle. So I'm going to insert my hook here, going up this way. So insert my hook there. And then on the wrong side, I'm going to put my working yarn onto my hook, pull it back through to the front, and then pull that yarn back through that loop that's already on your hook. Okay? And then you can tighten up the yarn tail. So you can see, it might be hard to see after just one stitch, but it's going to be working up in this direction. So let's continue on. Okay, insert your hook, pull that yarn back through, and you can make the stitches as big or as small as you want, depending on how far you reach with that yarn. Okay, you just insert your hook to the back and pull that yarn back through. Making these kind of big, but it kind of gives it a neat look. You just keep going. Okay, so if I'm making a heart, actually this is looking kind of cute. I'm gonna go down. Okay. So it's kind of cool how you can manipulate it now to come back down just by moving down a few rows and inserting your hook into a space further down. I think I'm going to take the heart down a little further. Okay, so looks like about half of a heart. I'm just winging this. If I was, so like when I did my XOXO, I used stitch markers and a ruler to make sure everything was lined up correctly and straight, so that it looked, you know, nicer and neater. So this I'm winging. So I'm actually pretty happy with how it looks though, considering I hadn't really planned it out very much. So do try to stay in the same row. Like if the top of your, the side of the heart is in that row of stitches, you're going to want to make sure that it's equal on the other side as much as possible. My first slip stitch project looked like a complete mess, and I redid the letters so many times. So be patient with yourself. It does take some practice. And this actually isn't as difficult as some projects because I'm able to hold this with one hand. The sample, so the red part of this project is not too large, but for example, when I was working on this hat and pillow, and I was working in the middle area, it was hard for my hand to hold around, you know, the work. So just be mindful of that and be patient with yourself. It takes lots of practice. Okay, but now I'm going to just work my way back inward now to close the heart off. If you guys have any specific projects that you're using this for, please share with me. I'd love to hear about it. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'd love to if you share a picture with me and tag me in it. So here we go. So that's how you do surface stitches or surface slip stitches, and there are so many different things that you could use these for. So the possibilities really are endless. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. Please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. I am trying to come out with weekly tutorials, usually on Thursdays or Fridays. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.